Hello guys, welcome back to another video. You find me outside in a foresty area, as you can see. But today is Superman Day and we're filming a little vlog to go to Cardiff. I've got a day off work. We're going to see Superman. HMV at 9 AM are opening and starting a special day there on the screen. Only 6 stores, 5 or 6 stores in the UK, and Cardiff being one of them. So we're going to check it out. Apparently get free goodie bag, photo opportunities, all of that. So I've got my Clark Kent glasses on, trying to be quiet because it is a bit early in the morning and people are in bed. But yeah, we're going to get the train to Cardiff now and see all the things that we can find, and of course see Superman. Not to mention we've got to check out the popcorn buckets and stuff in all the cinemas, so plenty to do. Let's get to Cardiff. Thanks, man. Yes. So we just got our bags here. This is insane. There's so much stuff in there. I'll have to show you outside, but the music's not on because it's yeah, so much like audio and stuff going on here. Wild.
Go on, do a couple.
Holy shit. We don't normally get things like that in HMV, but credit where credit's due. They delivered. I'm just gonna prop you guys up somewhere because I couldn't do the unboxing in there because obviously the music. Okay, so here's the bag. We've got the Superman bag, really nice feed-in bag. Slightly different to the one at HMV Oxford Street, London, but it's a really good quality bag, to be honest. When you wait to see what's inside here, it's mad. So the first thing, we got a Funko Pop. Everyone had a random one. I had Crypto, so that would be the one I want, to be honest. I was nearly going to buy that the other day. Then everyone had a cape. It's one of the official ones as well. There we go. And then there's madness. Next, everyone had like the 5 film collection, which I've got. It wasn't just like the first Superman film, it was all 5, as you can see. And then a tennis ball, which says Superman on it, obviously more of a dog ball for Crypto. This is like £85 worth of value, about that. 60 quid this is on offer at the moment, and this is 15, so 75 quid. This is probably got to be 20 quid for the cake, and that's got to be like £5 maybe. Insane. So awesome stuff at HMV Cardiff as always. That shocked me. I was just chatting to the guys in there then, I was just like, that is mad. And then 15 quid for that, so awesome stuff. Yeah, if you didn't get to HMV in the morning, yeah, first come first serve, but you literally just walked in, had a photo op, and there's my picture there from the thing. Wow. Well, the next mission now then is to go to View, because I'm going to the cinema and I need to try and get a popcorn bucket now. I don't feel too bad buying a popcorn bucket, to be honest, now, because we've had this. But this is pretty cool. Like probably 80, 90 quid's worth of stuff inside the bag, free. Thanks, HMV. Okay, second in the queue in View, trying to get the the popcorn bucket. See if they've got them. Hopefully they do. Hi. Well, what a warm day. Just got back from the train, get in the house now, water, and obviously pat myself down, but it's boiling day. But we'll get in the cinema room and I'll show you everything I bought today and we'll talk all things Superman. Right, home now, blinking boiling. Can't have the fan on because obviously I'm filming, but got some tissue. What a day. 30 odd degrees today in Cardiff. Down there from, what time was it, 8:05 on the train, outside the store by 9:15, met a few people there, pretty nice. And yeah, we got some things to get into. So Most expensive fan ever, the iPad fan. Yeah, so of course I went through in the video, I'm not sure how the clips came out, but we had a free goodie bag for everyone that attended HMV at I think it's 5 or 6 specific stores. So on the screen there is like the poster they put up, basically just saying like if you come early, there's some goodies, there's a photo opportunity, dressing, cosplay, all of that. You know, you didn't have to have cosplay, people walked in. And it was more like you didn't have to buy anything. You could just walk right to the till and they would just give you a goodie bag. You could look around, all looking inside. There's a few people that was exchanging Funko Pops and all of that. So yeah, so awesome. Shout out to HMV, and of course, thank you so much for those goodies. This is the bag that they provided. Honestly, they did do another screenshot, I think, in London, I think they had bags, but this bag looks way better. Like, it had one where it was like the HMV logo, but they had crypto on there. But honestly, this bag is sick. And the actual quality of the handles in the bag, it's not like a normal tote bag. It feels like double the thickness than we normally get on a tote bag. It's just different and awesome stuff. Like, these would have cost a lot as well, you know. But anyways, we'll get into what we have then inside, of course. So the first thing being the Funko Pop that I had, and again, I did show you guys this earlier, but this is just quickly running through it. So I had crypto in my bag, which was one of the sought after ones, as you can imagine. Was nearly going to buy this the other week, to be honest. So awesome stuff. Like I say, people were trading them in. There was one person I think he had Superman, and he's like, I've already got this one, and a guy who had crypto swapped with him. So that was pretty nice. So we had that Funko for free, which, as I say, is about 15 quid. Then we had a tennis ball. Now people are saying, what's this tennis ball for? But it's crypto. It's like a dog ball, and then you get to throw the ball, dog goes to get it. My dog's not going anywhere near this because he rips these balls apart. So Obi-Wan Kenobi is not going anywhere near that. Yes, that's my dog's name, by the way. Then we also had this thing, which I thought was pretty cool. So it's an actual Superman cape, which I was thinking of putting on for this video, but it's boiling. But it's got the thing on the back as well. Really nice, like, design. And then it's got, like, it looks like Velcro there around. So pretty cool to have that. And I'll have to hang that somewhere in the room, I think. You know, maybe along the corner here or something. Really cool for that. So that was that one. And then the final thing in the bag then, which was the thing that really shocked me, was a copy of the 4K of all 5 of the original Superman films. So there they all are on the back. I, of course, have this. Honest to God, I did not expect this. Currently £60 this is in HMV. So that is awesome. You know, it's one of them things that, you know, awesome that they give this out. Like, you just don't expect that, especially for free. They could have just gave away the first, like, Superman film for, like, they're selling, I think it was for a tenner now. But they could have just give that away, or Blu-ray or something. Do you know what I mean? People would be like, oh, that's cool, like a Blu-ray copy of the original film. The 4K collection of 5 films, on the other hand, for free is absolutely insane. So thank you so much to HMV. I mean, from my point of view, I spend a lot of money in HMV. Well, somewhat. So really good to get that. But yeah, awesome stuff for that. So that was everything. And then, of course, then that bag. So that was everything that we had. If I just get it all together. So there's everything that I had from HMV as part of that pop-up event. Thank you so much to HMV, and awesome for the free goodies. And also, you know, nice to meet all the fans that were there as well. Really good event. We had a good little chat there for half an hour before obviously going in. So awesome stuff. So that is pretty good, you know, in terms of getting some free items. You know, when you go to these events, you kind of expect like a tote bag, a poster, maybe a pen, a key ring. That's what I expected, you know what I mean? Like, nice to haves, you know, and at most maybe a Funko Pop, if that. But DC have really used HMV for the marketing, haven't they? With the whole thing on Oxford Street, with the whole sign. You know, James Gunn doing the event recently there, which I had tickets to, by the way. I had a ticket in my basket, but I just didn't go because I had to go to London. But now I really regret it. I wish I did do it. Awesome stuff there with that goodie bag. Then, of course, I travelled to the cinema to go and pick up the popcorn buckets and stuff. So I got 2 items, a popcorn bucket and a cup. Now, this is the first for me. I'm not really into like popcorn buckets and stuff because they're bulky, they're big. My room isn't exactly that big. But also, you know, it can get expensive. This is probably one of the most expensive ones out there. But firstly, I got a cup. This is £15 for this cup. This was from View. Really good detail on there, as you can see. We've got the cape, which is built in there, as you can see around there. And then on the back, we've got the Superman logo. this does like flat back, although it's not meant to do that, but it's like stuck on because these bits at the front are kind of like attached. We've got a yellow lid then at the top with a blue straw. I had a Pepsi Max in the cinema, so that needs to be cleaned out. And then there it is. So there's the bottom of it there as well. We've got the belt, even got the belt buckles there. You know, the belt latches. So yeah, really nice. And if you've seen the Captain America ones of these, then it's very similar to that in terms of the feel. So this is like a piece of silicone, I guess, that you can kind of take off, I think it is. And then below that is just like a yellow cap. So obviously not meant to do that, but for me, really cool to have this. £15 this is without a drink. I think I paid 18 something with a drink. So yeah, not too bad, but she upsold me for a drink really. And I was like, well, you've upsold me, I've got to have the drink now. But I think this was the best cup in my opinion. There was another cup at Cineworld there on the screen, but I just think this one was slightly better with the yellow on the top and how this attached rather than having the cape on the top. That's just personal preference. That's why I went for this. I think, in my opinion, View won with their merch for this film over you know, places like Cineworld and stuff. The only caveat with this though is you had to go and see the film in View, which I had to go and see it, but I get 1 free ticket a month for View, so I didn't have to pay for a ticket. I just get 1 free ticket with Monzo. Anyways, the next thing then is the big one, the actual popcorn bucket, which as you can see I've got here. I had it sealed. There was people in front of me that bought like 2 of these, 2 cups, 2 of each cup. Honestly, it was just, yeah, seeing scalpers in action is nice, to be honest. But of course I got my one here, and it does require a little bit of setup, I think. So that is just the little packet it came in, so we'll just throw that there. And then on the back we've got a little, how's that unlock? Oh, it just unlocks there, so you can just turn that there on the back. So turn this around. You've got a little unlock there, so if you do it like that, that's unlocked now, and then that'll open out, and that gives you full access to the actual popcorn thing itself. We've got this little plasticky thing inside, which is where, like, I guess it's like a popcorn machine. So I used to work in a cinema, so that's kind of why I got this, because it's a bit of an homage to that as well. We used to like make popcorn in the cinema, so you'd kind of put popcorn there, it mixed with oil, you know, you put the salt in, you put the sugar in, and then you turn that out and the popcorn comes out. Inside though, we do get this little attachment inside this thing. So we'll build this now. So if I put this back and lock this back up, really cool there. My only gripe with it is these popcorn stickers. I personally wish it didn't have that. I know it's a popcorn bucket, hence like an actual popcorn machine, but I just wish it didn't have that. That's just my own personal preference. So anyways, on the bottom here, we've got this like little latch thing here, which I'm assuming is this thing. Again, packaging galore. This is actually £30, this was. And without doing YouTube and obviously, you know, earning money from YouTube, I would not be buying this. So I thank all of you guys for this, because you guys watching the videos enables me to buy things like this. I told my other half last night about it, and she's like, you're using your YouTube money for that, right? I was like, yeah, I will, don't worry. So inside there we've got the little figure, and this is what I liked about this one. We've got this actual little figure that it came with. There, as you can see, really good quality on there. Action figure. You've got the actual cape there. That is his own independent thing. And then, as you can see, we've got Superman there looking out of his eyes. Yeah, really good detail on the suit as well. And yeah, all of that, really nice. Really nice. And then that flaps there. So on this thing, this will attach on the side that has the crack bit, because that's where he is lasering in. And I think it just clips on the bottom, does it? I think it just clips on the bottom there. And then you've got to line this up as well and put this into the lasers. There we go. So there he is, actually lasering the actual popcorn bucket. Got the crack on the side there. Sometimes it comes with, like, you know, you got to peel off like a bit of a sticky thing, and doesn't seem to have that. But yes, the idea is, of course, that's your popcorn bucket. You can get it filled with popcorn if you want, and then you can just go in and do this. But it's not really meant for eating popcorn, I don't think, because, you know, who's sitting there in a film? Yeah, and then you've got these things in the way for your hands and stuff like that. So yeah, it's definitely a nice to have. For me personally, I was saying to one of the guys in the queue, like, he was saying, like, what did you use it for and all that. I was like, well, it's a nice display piece, obviously, in the room. So for me, it's definitely a perfect fit for on top of these shelves. And I was saying, like, I would put Funko Pops inside it and stuff like that. Maybe build a little shelf, you know, and put like a Funko Pop in there. I think that'd be quite cool. But it's my first ever popcorn bucket, and I'm glad I picked it up. And as I say, thanks to you guys for enabling me to buy this and all of that. They only had 6 of these in Cardiff, which Cardiff City Centre View, you'd think they would have had about 16, 20 even, but they only had 6. They had 2 at the front, and then they had 4 that were sealed behind. So the guy in front of me asked for, I was second in the queue, he asked for 1 sealed, so I was like, oh, I just have the same as him behind, and she gave me that. He bought 2 of those. I bought 1, so then there was 3 left. And then when I got out of the film, which would have been about 12:30, there was 1 left at the front. So yeah, obviously if you're not going to be going there on day 1, you ain't getting one, to be honest, especially if there's only 6 in stores that are like like Cardiff. You had to have a ticket as well to buy merch, whereas in Cineworld you don't, and stuff like that. And Odeon, you can just go in and just pick stuff up. But obviously, you know, I had a ticket for View and went to go and see the film. Speaking of the film, my review will actually be up on the channel very, very soon. I got to film that after this now, but let's just say I had a very much good time with it and all of that. Awesome day though, a fantastic, as I say, goodie bag there from HMV. Awesome, did not expect that. Then of course 30 quid for the popcorn bucket, but a nice centerpiece obviously for that. And then the cup as well is a nice addition as well. It just feels like, you know, when Superman came out today, it's the start of something, and it's more of an event. And I'm glad I took the day off work. I've celebrated the day. I've managed to see the film, do all Superman related things as well around the time, and I had a really good time with it. So yeah, hopefully the video came out okay. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, comment your thoughts down below. Did you see Superman? Let me know. And also, did you go to any of the HMV stores and get a bag? Let me know what you had inside. And of course, if you picked up any merch, let me know, because this is mine. I decided that View was slightly better than everywhere else. But did you get merch from anything? Let me know, of course. Thanks so much for watching though, guys. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon. And of course, we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.